when our people are killed for no reason, but I also have a problem when we decide to stereotype the whole police department. I have a problem with that as well. And I believe that even as saints of God, we cannot allow people to stereotype us because of what happened in another church. You need to know and meet the Jesus that I know. Because the Jesus that I was introduced to knows how to turn your personality. He knows how to save you, and when he washes you in the blood, you have no other right but to do right. So I'm not sure what saint you met before, but you need to meet my Jesus. I wish you would tell your neighbor, you need to meet my Jesus. You need to meet my Jesus. But they had a reputation that preceded them. So even though they didn't even get to spy out some of these other countries quite just yet, people knew that they were on the way and they were preparing for them. I feel the sermon coming to me as I preach it. You have to understand that when you are getting ready to go into your promised land, the devil knows you're coming and he's preparing for you to come. The devil's not going to make your conquest of the promised land easy. He knows you're coming and he is making preparation. And what the devil does at times, for Jericho it was one-on-one. For Ai it was one-on-one. But now I call the names of the Hittites and the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, all these ites are getting together. And now they're trying to have 5 against 1. Understand the devil's not going to quit until he figure out how to destroy you. So if he can't destroy you by himself, he's going to get some reinforcements. And that's why some of us are going through more hell than the others. God help me today. Some of us have things going on in our home and in our job. Things in the job and in our body. In our body and in our finances. We have things going on all over us. Because the devil is setting up an attack. He's trying to surround us. There's no way that you can have 5 people against you and they don't think about surrounding you. The devil wants to surround you and hit you from every angle. Please tell your neighbor the devil is trying to hit you from every angle. Please be careful because he's not playing. In the New Testament it said that he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He's coming to do some damage. But I know that Jesus came that I might have life. I feel the Lord here and have it more abundantly. Lord, help me today. So these 5 nations are getting together. But there's one nation that decides to have its own plan, and that's the nation of the Hivites. They heard about what Joshua and Israel did, and they said, you know what? Even with the other 4 nations, I think that we're still at a disadvantage. So I'm going to get my nation and we're going to go and make a deal with Israel. Understand that how important that is. Because they left the other 4 nations to make a deal with Israel as one nation. Sometimes you need to know that it's not about having reinforcements. It's not about how many people you know, but who you know. And if you know God, it doesn't. If God before me, he is more than the whole world against me. And they realize that God doesn't need numbers. He's not defeated by numbers. But when the host of the Lord comes in, can't nobody stand. They heard about the Red Sea and say these 5 nations don't have a chance. They heard about the Jordan River and say these nations don't have a chance. So I might as well get on the Lord's side. I'm not usually a person that says it to me, but please tell your neighbor you need to get on the Lord's side. You need to get on the side of Israel. You need to get on the Lord's side because you may think you have 5-figure or 6-figure salary. But if you're not on the Lord's side, you're going to lose. Oh, God, help me today. I believe that there are some hidden bunkers, even in New York City. That way, if a flood comes, the rich people are going to have a place to hide. But if you're not on the Lord's side, if you're not on the Lord's side, you are still going to lose. But understand that the Hivites showed themselves to be friendly. Now understand that they were a neighboring nation. They were actually close by, about a 3-day journey. But they felt that in order for me to get Israel on my side, I need to give them a sad story. This is where the sermon came from. You need to make sure you know who your friends are. So you'd be surprised how people try to get you on their side. And they come with a sad story. They came with a sad story. And they purposely got the bread in the nation that was dry and moldy. Which means that maybe they made the bread and said, don't throw it out. Let it stay there for about a week and let it get dry. Let it stay there for a couple more days and get moldy. We're going to use the dry and moldy bread. Then we're going to get the garments that are ripped up, get the wine bottles that are broken, get the oldest shoes that you can find. And I want you all to get your donkeys. We're going over to Israel and we're giving them a proposition that we want to be their servants. They had a strategy in order to get Israel on their side. Please understand that you're going to have people that are going to have a strategy because you're getting closer to your promise.
Oh, hallelujah.
The closer you get to your promise, the more strangers are going to start showing up. I didn't know you were my cousin. How are you related? Because you're getting closer to your promise. Friends on Facebook start reaching out to you. People from high school start hanging. Everyone shows up because you're getting closer to your promise.
Hallelujah.
I feel the Lord here. And that's what was happening. People started showing up. But Joshua and Israel made a mistake. In the scripture, it said that they did not ask the Lord if they should go in covenant with these people. Because they were already given instructions that you need to destroy everyone in that land. And I guess the Hivites realized that if we don't get on their side, we're going to be destroyed. So they decided, I'm going to be able to get on their side some way, shape, form, or fashion. And what I didn't like about the Hivites is that they came in asking questions and making requests. They show up and saying, will you allow us to be your servants? You have to be careful when your friends only have requests. Understand that I know the Bible may have left certain things out, but from the part that I'm reading, this conversation said, we want to be your servants. No hello, no how are you doing, no how are the children, but they're asking for something. I hope you all don't have those type of friends that every time you see them, they need something. Every time you see them, it's not how have you been, it's about how much can I borrow? Can I do this and can I do that? Please make sure you know, please tell your neighbor, know who your friends are.
Know who your friends are.
You need to know who your friends are. And it wasn't until 3 days later that they finally realized that these people tricked us. They already made a covenant. They already swore before the Lord that we're not going to kill you. And that's something that bothered me. Because when they found out who they were, the people wanted to kill the Hivites. But they couldn't kill them because they swore to the Lord that they wouldn't do so. And the part that I really was trying to read, and I said, God, did I miss it in the scripture? When they went there, they only asked to be servants. They only asked to be servants. That seemed to be the only condition that was in the conversation for what we can read. But after they found out the truth, now it's saying that we can't kill you. And I don't remember them ever asking to not be killed. I only remember them asking to be servants. And you have to be careful with some of the friends that you have. Because you get more than what you bargained for with some of your friends.